It's week 8 of the NFL, and this one features Michael Mayer. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Raiders and the Lions under the lights on Monday night.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here, and under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. And season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Great run by Gibbs, and surprised me by being picked so early in the draft. But the Lions knew when they had the chance to add a playmaker like him, they absolutely couldn't pass him up.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. The numbers for Gibbs from last week: 19 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as he'll get this down inside the 40. A give right side for Gibbs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to find Jamison Williams, and it's 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. You look at this Raiders defense. Now, they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Gibbs diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The returner, Trey Tucker, going to bring this one out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field.
Leading them out, still one of the most recognizable QBs in the game and one of the most fun QBs in his 5th season. It's Gardner Minshew.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Gets it downfield to Mayer. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Raiders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out.
Oh, some strong running.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. But Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. (7-7), our score after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Now gone.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now it's gone.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
2nd down and 3. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit 1st down.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On 1st and 10, Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
And a lot of times coming in with... And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go on 4th. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Minshew, 1st and 10, forced out to his left.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Minshew.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Again, Minshew looking to throw.
Got a man, it's Mayer.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Able to shake him off. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. The kick by Carlson is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jameer Gibbs and the Lions offense getting set once again.
Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield and get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This time they stay on the ground. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. C.J. Stroud.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Minshew sets to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 39. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw it. Minshew steps away to his left. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get it.
Back now at Ford Field. Now 2nd and 3.
It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
113 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Goff going to get this to Gibbs.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and now it's 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. So tackling almost on the spot, that means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first.
They'll drop to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
To throw is Goff. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Touchdown!
Amon-Ra St. Brown
with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Lions are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Fighting his way through contact.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raiders offense ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Here's Minshew. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Minshew's throw taken in by Adams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Very quick throw. He's got Myers. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Here comes second down at 5. It'll be Minshew again. Slant to Adams. And Devontae's going to have a Raiders first down as he'll take this down to the 44-yard line. Here's Minshew. He finds Mayer here. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
I'm starting to wonder here, are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Shoves him aside. And he's going to be out of bounds to stop the clock. And they continue to move a little bit closer toward that potential game-winning field goal.
Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
Dancing to his left. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
So here's Goff and the Lions.
Down 21-14. A little over 50 seconds remaining. Now their 4-game winning streak in great danger. Now it's Goff.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Second down and 6 now. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Jacobs diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Ah, what a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. Finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
Now it's the Lions' turn. Trailing in this one now. 27 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This offense has had its troubles moving the ball all night. So now you get in this situation, hard to imagine that suddenly they're going to start clicking and moving the ball downfield.
Play action. It's Goff. Oh, and that is incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders are going to win the football game. Minshew down to a knee, victory formation, and that should be just about it. So it's a win here for the Raiders, and it was all thanks to the play of their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, he really had his A game tonight. He threw a couple of touchdown passes, and he was instrumental in earning this victory.
So for the Raiders, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss, and they'll